How to become a millionaire from the stock market. Even, is it possible to be a millionaire from the stock market? How to become a millionaire from the stock market. Even, is it possible to be a millionaire from the stock market, and how it's being done? I want to share with you 23 years of experience of real money, real account as the founder of the Day Trading Zones, a research and analysis firm for the institutions, the retail traders, and investors. I want to share with you my blood, tears, successes in the market for the past 23 years, and what is my take, on how to be a millionaire from the stock market. How long will it take you, and what are the details? So let's dive in. So let's go. I put together a very small plan here, and hopefully it will help you, and you'll have a lot of aha moment on how to become a stock millionaire. This is something I've done for the past 24 years. By the way, why should you listen? As a former hedge fund trader, 24-year trading veteran, and also the founder of the Day Trading Zones and the Think Wealth differently communities, right? I was also the founder about 10 years ago, since 2002, of a community called tradingemini.com. And I was one of the first educator on the tradingemini.com page. It's a whole website where you can go to results to show the first $1 million account and cash positions that I had. So if you increase there and you look, right, you will see here that I had about $600,000 in position at Fidelity, and I had about $300,000 in cash. I was close to $1 million account. So I was one of the first one showing the $1 million account. I am also someone who continues to show real money, real account. I've done this for many years with real blood, real tears, successes, and also failures, to be able to share with you what I think may or may not help you to become a stock millionaire. So hopefully this video will be helpful. This is like this account to show you, because we'll talk about rate of return. This was done with options. This was an account I brought from $62,000 to $103,000 in one day, 65%, and of course that was done with some options strategies. So I want to show you the different pathways of being a stock millionaire from your level of risk, comfort level, right? Some people will be passive, some people will be a little bit more aggressive in their strategies. So let's get going. Overall, the strategy is this. First, you start with understanding the power of compounding over time. So let me show you some very interesting calculations, because everybody knows the power of compounding, yet nobody does it. And then everybody goes towards retirement age, and they are wondering, why is it that I'm 55, 60, 65, and I'm not close to retirement, that I don't have my retirement goals attained? So if you start, the earlier you start now, it's never too late. Just understand those principles right now. So let's say you start with $5,500. Why I picked up $5,500? Number one, it's a very attainable goal. And number two, the $5,500 is the maximum Roth IRA contribution in the US, which is a retirement account. So your max Roth IRA contribution is $5,500. So let's say you put $5,500 into an IRA, and I'm just talking like gross figures, and every year you are going to add the maximum again, the $5,500, okay? And you are going to grow that for about 20 years. And you are going to grow that for 20 years at the Warren Buffett rate of return, which is 20%. Look what you have, $1.4 million. So people are going to say, okay, but in this example, how do you grow or find stocks that have 20% of rate of return, okay, compounded over a period of 20 years? Well, I have news for you. Stocks like, for instance, Amazon. For the past 15 years, Amazon has 34% of compounded rate of return. It's crushing the rate of return of Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has averaged 20% for the past 40 years. So what's interesting here is there's a couple of stocks, if you can find them, or you can do a blend, let's say, of an Amazon plus a Vanguard fund. There's a lot of ways you can skin the cat here in order to be a millionaire and to be a millionaire safer. So you could be 34% here, but you could be making an 8% return here, total 42, then it's a blended 21% between those investments and those here, okay? So one way of doing this is to be understanding, regardless of the strategy, whether it's options or stocks, time, see, 20 years, plus rate of return, you will be a millionaire. That's it. It's mathematics. Let me show you other rate of return. Let's say you are closer to the rate of return from the stock market for the past 50 years, and you are closer to the 8% rate of return of the stock market, but this time you go 40 years. So let's say you're not a great investor, you just pick some ETF and well-diversified fund, and you have a 401k and you're at work and you are not an active investor. Now you go 40 years at 8%. Look what's happening. You're at $1.6 million anyway. Okay? So some of you watching this video today that are 20 years old, that's wonderful news for you. Because if you don't want to be active in the market, now there's two ways of becoming a millionaire. So number one, Warren Buffett way, I'm going to call it. Okay? Actually, there's a lot of ways, but I want you to get the picture of two big ways. So number one, Warren Buffett. Okay? And you play what we've just done here. 8%, 40 years, right? Or you play 20%, right? 20 years, right? So it's all a matter of return on investment and time, return on investment and time, return on investment and time. Now there's another way, right? Which is a blend. That's what I do. And me, I do both. So I have A, so it's option 2, strategy 2. I do A and B. What do I do in my portfolio A and B? So on portfolio A, I do the Warren Buffett, what I call pyramid 3 of success in our community, in the Think Wealth Differently, which is the wealth pyramid. So Warren Buffett style, compounded, tax-free, tax-deferred, you use your retirement account. That's number A. But number B, I also position trade, I day trade, I use options, I use stocks and option strategies, so I combine mostly stocks and options, right? And very, very few times, if I need to offset my delta intranight risk, I use some futures because they are open all night long. So here I am a little bit aggressive, but I want those rate of return to fund the safer stuff, so that I know I don't put all my eggs in one basket, because we know, especially the day trader, 90% of the day trader lose money. So it's like being in front of the slot machine. If you keep on day trading, eventually you are going to lose everything. It's statistically 9 out of 10 day traders lose, unless you know the real option strategies that work, like the time decays, the institutional tactics and ways of making consistent money with higher probability of success. You are going to be completely crucified day trading, okay? So, but if you know the strategies that can help you position trading, day trading in less than 1 year, holding with 365 days of holding, which is short-term capital gain, then you can reinvest some of those stuff to fund, your wealth pyramid. Also, it is very important that you consider doing those things under a 401k, right? Or an IRA, or a SEP, or a defined benefit plan, because this here allows you to have the power of tax-free for the Roth IRA, let's say, or tax-deferred for the 401k and the SEP. Also, one thing that people don't even understand, in addition to that, those plans are very powerful because they are asset protected in almost every state in the United States, which means that when you have your money in those plans, and someone sues you or sues your family and they get a judgment, it is very unlikely, especially with a 401k, which is a federal protection, it's ERISA, they call that ERISA protected, that you get a judgment against you. On a Roth IRA or SEP, it's a state-by-state law. So those are wonderful ways to get to your $1 million in the stock market and be a stock market millionaire, to help you to use the power of tax-deferred tax component. Last but not least, what I wanted to show you is that you need to stay between 8% to 20%. Why do you need to stay between 8 and 20%? Is because usually what they don't tell you is the real rate of inflation is somewhere around 6 to 7%. So in order for you, for your money, your money, so let's say you have 100K, your buying power of your 100K now in 2000 whatever, right? Okay, 10 years from now, so 2000 plus 10 years, right? So we are 2018 now, right? In 2028, right, it will be less. The buying power, you should still have 100K in the bank, but your buying power will be less. In order for you to just break even so that your money doesn't lose money, you really need to make a 6 to 8% rate of return. That's a break even, guys. Okay, because they tell you, oh, the rate of inflation is 2 and 3.5%. It's crap. If you look around you, the price of the houses, the price of the cars, the gas, the food, you look at all the items around you for the past 20 years, and you've seen how high everything has been going up in relationship to your increase of your own income and your own salary, right? You got to beat this 8% if you want your money to make money. And ideally, you want to be closer or beat the rate of return of Warren Buffett for the past 40 years. This is what I call it, the rule of 80-20. No matter what are the strategies, whether stocks, options, futures, day trading, position trading, or compounding over time in a passive way, the Warren Buffett style, holding the same stocks forever, right? You got to beat this 8-20% minimum, right? And ideally, to achieve your goal, as I have showed you, you want to aim for that 20% plus. When you get that 20% plus figured out in all your investments, so matter of fact, I am an entrepreneur too, in real estate, in my company creations and everything, you have the jackpot here. Because your money compounding at 20% plus every year will give you that million very fast. So again, you want to be a stock millionaire, find those stocks, find those ETFs, find those funds, blend them. Also understand the power of dividend stocks. You have stocks that have growth, plus they have income. They pay you a dividend every month, every quarter. Also, you can mix option strategies to your stock. So let's say I buy Amazon here. And let's say I bought Amazon at 200. And Amazon goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, and now it's coming close to 2,000 on Amazon, right? Well, did you know that if you had 200 shares, I could sell 2 calls here. It's called a call strategies, a cover call strategies. I could sell 2 calls, let's say, for $80 to $200, let's say. Okay? Well, what it means is that if the market goes down, goes down, goes down, so I sell those for $80. Then if I sell those, the cover call strategy, and I have a video that completely explains the cover call strategy. So look for that cover call strategy. What they all do at resistance of your prices and the stock pulls back, it allows you to have a 80 or 200 point buffer where the market could go down 200 points to 1800. And guess what? You would make the 200 by selling the 2 calls at the 2000 strike price. So watch that video also on cover calls to help. You can mix stocks with cover calls. You can mix for income, so you get additional income. You can also sell puts. Selling puts also, you make income and you can buy the stocks that you like at a discount. So those are option strategies that are very powerful. You have those option strategies in other videos that I've made. But the bottom line is, let's recap. If you want to be a stock millionaire, number 1, power of compounding of time and returns. Even with small amounts, it is very powerful so long you keep on adding every year and you aim for that 8 to 20% and over 20% to 20% and over, that's it. You have it made over the period of 20 years to 40 years. Number 3, use the power of protection also and tax deferred, tax free of your retirement account. If you are in the US, if you are overseas, check with your local and country legal news and check what is available to you in terms of retirement account that could be tax deferred and tax free. Number 4, use growth, use income, don't disregard dividend stocks, options, strategies combined, and don't forget also, last but not least before I leave, that we have been in a 10-year bull market now, right? And that we will have a great pullback at one point. From the top, we might see 50% pullback. Right now, we even see stock like Netflix and Tesla crushing from the top 20 to 30%. This will continue at one point overall for the overall market, where the overall market will go down 50 to 70%. And that's where you come as an astute investor, someone that wants to do it the passive way, the Warren Buffett way, and pick up some great stocks and great ETF at great values that you can compound for 15, 20 plus years. And we're using the rule of 8-20%. So hopefully this video will help and help you think differently. Please, as usually, give us some likes, give us some comments. What's your take on how to become a stock millionaire? This is something that I have done for 24 years, and I would love to hear from you. And if you want to know more of our option strategies, stock strategies, you can see in the description, in the link below, we have a 14 days trading challenge with a live webinar that you can attend. Just go in the link below, sign up for 14 days, you'll get free videos that will complement your knowledge on the stuff that we do. Also with support and resistance, whether you're an investor, a trader, a position trader, that's what we do. We have been specialized in support and resistance tools and strategies for the past 15 years in the retail side and also on the institutional side. You take care, everybody, and hopefully this video was helpful. See you on the next video.